Welcome to Sage Circle. I'm Amythyst. We are doing channeled messages today with Archangel Metatron. There are two different piles to choose from, as you can see. I'm going to give a little rundown about Archangel Metatron before I channel both piles. And as always, I have announcements. Thank you to all my subscribers for being here, for being supportive. Thank you to everybody that has booked a reading and has donated to my channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate your energy exchange. If you do want to book a reading or inquire, my deets will be in the description box. I do not use WhatsApp and I will not cold canvas. I will not contact anybody saying you need to have a reading. If anybody is mimicking myself on my channel, please honestly report it to YouTube and myself. If you do want to find me on Facebook, my group on there is called Sage Circle as well, and it has the same profile picture here as the YouTube channel. It is a private group now. I made it private about a month or so ago, but you can still request to join if you like. What else do I want to say? Not too sure. A bit of a weird energy around today in my immediate world anyway, but that's okay. I'm going to now give some message about Archangel Metatron, and then we'll be ready to channel. I have pre-shuffled the decks as usual, and there are cards behind each pile. There's different cards, which I will use to start off the reading, and the very back card of each will be the last card for the reading. That'll be the overall message and energy from the piles. So, high energy. I was going to do something completely different. I was going to be doing channeled messages from totem animals. I was going to be picking 2 totem animals and then going from there. But Archangel Metatron had come in, and he's been with me for a fair while this morning, well over an hour. So I got the message loud and clear. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Basically, he is from the Platinum Ray, and his name is a genuine source of debate. Archangel Metatron is a mighty presence in the angelic realm, and he is an intergalactic big boy. I've written this down in my study book when I did my advanced diploma of angelic healing therapy. And he's also been referred to over the years as Master Enoch. But if that's not for you, or you don't care for that, just let it be. And he is a huge energy. He's loved by children. Archangel Metatron is associated with the Merkaba, and he was a mortal man, and he has a twin, which is Archangel Sandalphon. And it'll be interesting to see if Archangel Sandalphon comes up in this reading today. Archangel Metatron's keywords are empowerment, spiritual gifts, enlightenment, integrity, and honor. And he is a representation of geometry, and he is the patron of crystal children. And Metatron's cube, which is the map of creation, the 10 spears of the Calabar, and or tree of life. He may affect the electromagnetic energy around you when he's with you. His presence may affect things, okay, like your electronics and stuff like that. He's about personal empowerment and anchoring one's own spiritual gifts in the energy of a presence from the light of God or spirit on earth here via ascension. And so automatically, me even just saying that today, I'm very well aware that the first pile here is actually going to be about ascension. So if you don't feel like you're going through an ascension, or you're just in the middle of one, or whatever, nothing to do with ascension, I recommend you pick the second pile. So let's get into this. Woo, high energy. I'm going to move this second pile out the way. Please, Archangel Metatron, let's get this done. The first card, it says, The Dreamer, Archangel Metatron, a leap of faith, follow your dreams and unexpected opportunities, okay? Beautiful card. A lot of blues going through these piles today. First card, let's go. 9 of Fire. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Oh, well, and there's a dragon, and there's a unicorn and stuff going on in this pile, and a lot of other animals. So you could have a lot of spirit animals around you at this time, okay? I'll just read the next card. Knight of Air, intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. Cool. Wow. It's popping, this card. Oh, the energy of that. And there's an animal in this card as well, okay? And then the other card is... I did say Archangel Sandalphon might pop up. unity, Archangel Sandalphon, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Yes, this is an ascension pile. Interesting. Fair bit of blue going on here. Throat chakra, but people misconstrued the throat chakra as being a space that you talk from. It's about your energy that you're putting out. It's your output. It's also a creativity vibe that you deal with. Now, we've got a 0 on the card here, and I'm also studying to be a shamanic life coach. And one of the things we've covered, I did a whole heap of study yesterday, and the thing that I learned, or we worked on yesterday, was about coming to that neutral 0 point where you can actually reassess what's going on around you and stepping into the dense level of energy, which would be the heavier things going on in your energy or your auric field and things like that, or the other end where the light is, where it's a little bit lighter, but it could be strong or it could be weak. And this pile will really determine for you individually where you stand with that. But you're coming from that 0 point. So don't worry about everything you've been through or what's coming up in the future. Really focus on that 0 neutral point right now, because you've got that really good energy in the position to sort of go left or right, or a little bit to the left and then step to the right into the light more and things like that. It's up to you. The reason why your light energy could be a little bit dimmer or a bit more lighter is because you could be stepping into a new experience spiritually and emotionally, and therefore that's the ascension. So just be mindful of that, okay? Oh God, ascension's a nut. I've been for a fair few over the years, and it can be really grilling, but don't let it be grilling, because just because people say, oh, ascensions are so bad and it's this and it's that, it doesn't mean that it has to be for people. There's ways around it. Okay, so I'm going to leave those there for a minute, and we're going to channel. So Archangel Metatron, what would you like me to say to pile 1 today about this ascension situation going on? Please step forward. Oh, he's here. Okay, Archangel Metatron wants you guys to know that it's really important to make sure you drink water. That is the first message. Hit the water as much as you can, and also try and put yourself in the water. Have a bath. Doesn't matter if it's summer where you are, you can have a cool bath. Go wet your head under the hose out the front in the yard. Go for a swim if you can. You really need to associate yourself with water. Go down by the water, collect some shells, do different things like that. He's saying that'll really help flush things out of your system, not just your physical system, out of your physical body, your self body, but out of your auric field, and then your spiritual and intuitive field, which is the energy that you feel. You'll walk into a room or to a space or an environment and you'll think, oh, something just feels a bit off here. That's that higher self energy, that spiritual intuitive vibe that's going on. And he really wants you to drink as much water as you can over the next few days. He's saying hit the water for at least 3 or 4 days. Drink as much as you can. He's saying people really don't need to be adding lemon and things in that if you don't want to, or berries or whatever. Really trying to stick to actual water itself, because you need to flush. It'll be removing toxins from every layer of your auric field, including right down to the physical. Wow, that was a heap of information. We've got third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Okay, so we're dealing with the solar plexus here, and that is also about creativity and things like that. And what Archangel Metatron wants you to know is, as I mentioned before about the throat chakra, the throat is how you announce yourself. He's saying be really creative with what you've got going on with your thoughts and ideas. He's asking people, he's showing me a pen and paper. He wants people to draw, to sketch, to channel. Even if you don't have time to journal, for example, you can still sit down when you have a coffee in the morning and do a bit of a sketch in a book, or draw some flowers or whatever it is that you're into. To help shift vibration and get you into that creative space, which will help you flow better with what you're trying to say. Archangel Metatron saying that there's a lot of people in this particular group for this pile that has had a lot to say about spiritual things, but has kind of felt a little bit blocked or restricted or restrained or bound somehow because of those that are around them in their everyday lives that aren't sort of walking that path. And he's saying now's the time to get creative and really come from that space. Definitely tune up your sacral, your solar plexus. Well, I said sacral, so that must need a tune up too. Goddess of the moon, wow. And we've got the world. Yeah. Okay, so it's almost like an eclipse going on in the back of the moon here. Spirit's with you. This is Archangel Metatron, for example, here in this card right now. And what he's saying is that you need to focus on your emotions in to do with the moon, and that's what the moon's come out for today. You really need to sift through things that are making you propel forward in your life, but that is holding you back. You need to have that level of self-love without putting yourself down and going, oh, well, I'm no good at this and I shouldn't have done it that way and I could have done it better. Archangel Metatron is saying now's not the time to do that. Tap into your higher self. This is like your soul star chakra is open. She's got her arms up to it. She's tapped right into it. And that's what he's saying. You now need to come to peace with your emotional state, with what's going on in your life. And I don't mean a bad relationship or shit time with your family or trouble at work. That's not what this pile is about. This pile has got nothing to do with muggle mundane. This is all to do with the spirit self and ascension. We've got door to value, and we've got anxiety. Okay, so the world card, again, he's actually blessing your life in multiple ways, Archangel Metatron. You might be able to listen to some music that Archangel Metatron has energy associated with. You could do some activations or try and do a like a meditation to have contact with Archangel Metatron. You need to be really open to receive though, because if you're not clear in yourself or feel low energy in yourself, the messages will be altered to what he's trying to say, because he vibes so purely. And what he's saying is that even though we've got some darkness and people have come through that part of the darkness is nearly gone. We're right in the light here. So you've only got a little bit of time to go with this ascension. He's actually saying that you've come through the bulk of it. And for some people, you might have just felt like shit for the last week or two and going, oh my God, why do I feel so out of whack? Why have I got headaches? Why am I achy? Why am I this? Why am I that? And that's because the ascension that you're going through particularly is quite short, but it's a very powerful one. I am getting told again, he's showing me little children with heaps of crystals. So you could be a crystal child, even though you are a fully fledged adult. Archangel Metatron is saying you need to tap into the energy of crystals at this time. Put some pictures of crystals on your phone. Put crystals under your pillow if you can. Listen to subliminals or binaurals with specific hertz to do with whatever crystals you think of immediately now and that you are drawn to. If you're not sure, ask Archangel Metatron for a sign and you'll see within the next 24 hours what crystals to work with, okay? You've got door to value, and this is about your self-value. I said earlier, don't be hard on yourself about what you've got going on in the moment. It's really important to understand that what you're doing in your life is where you're supposed to be. The door to value is open for you, and this is your value of yourself. Therefore, you can actually increase value in the world around you, like a ripple effect. This ascension is purely for people to connect and click up higher. People talk a lot about the 5D and things. I've been doing right up to like 9, 10 D activations. I've tried a couple of 12D activations, but I've skipped 11. So Spirit says now I understand that the energy of that, I need to come back down and really work on 9 and 10D stuff. That's where I'm sitting, and this is what you need to be doing now. This is what your ascension's for. It's raising your vibration, because there is going to be a switching gears to do with the dimensional energy on earth very, very soon. And we've got anxiety. He's saying stop worrying so much about everyday life. Don't think about things that you don't need to focus on at this time. Call on him for love and guidance. You could have people in your life that are giving you a really hard time. You could have neighbors that are giving you a hard time. You could have work colleagues that are treating you like shit. Other family members in your life that aren't treating you the way they should. And he's actually saying don't let that level of heartache or emotional turmoil affect where you are on your path and what you're doing with your growth. Don't sort of shut down and pull back specifically because of that. That is a stepping stone you need to propel forward. So the anxiety is a human condition, but you need to push past it. There is lightning in the back of this card here, and what he's saying is that is him. He's there striking shit out of your path that doesn't need to be there. And then we've got action and contract. Okay, so let me just channel here. Yeah, he's saying yin and yang. Take some action. Get some balance in your life. We've got the yin and yang element here. You guys know I love a good yin yang. I love the number 17. There's an eagle flying up in the sky. That is him saying he's looking down over your strength. You're a powerhouse at the moment. You're, you've got the strength of a million horses type of thing, and to push forward what you're feeling and thinking. If you usually go for a walk every Monday, for example, and you're having aches and pains in your body and you think, oh, I won't do it today, Archangel Metatron is saying that's all the more reason to get out and do it, so you can shift energy and debris in your auric field and your DNA codes and things like that. With the contract here, he's saying that this may not have anything to do with the contract for people, but there is scales on there. And I did say this action card is about seeking that balance, and this is just a confirmation. He's saying that you have what you need. This woman's blinded and you might feel bound to things in your life that you don't really need to be. Look over that contract, whether it's a spiritual one or an emotional one or a self-binding contract that you think, oh, you know, like, don't put yourself in a position where you can't flourish at this time, because this pile is all about ascending and growth, spiritual growth. It's absolutely beautiful. So we're going to pick a few more cards here. Perception beyond the veil of illusion. Yay! See, this woman has her eyes covered, okay? Look at this. This is beautiful. Oops, there's a couple on the floor. That'll do. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. We've got Ganesh, clearing away obstacles, protection and guidance. Yes, and I just said that with that information about the lightning. That's what he's doing. He's removing those things out of your path at this time. And we've got Hidden Path, the marriage of spirit and matter. This is my favorite card out of the entire deck. Okay, the marriage of spirit and matter. Again, this ascension is all about your spiritual growth and what you've got going on in your life at this time on your path. And we've got Moonlight Goddess, repressed emotions, healing and reflection. That is twice we've had a moon goddess come up, okay? Again, it's all around her, it's behind her. You might be feeling exposed, you might be feeling raw, you might be feeling like you're not sure which way to turn, or that you don't have enough in your life to cover your ass type of thing, because this woman here doesn't have full clothes on, which is neither here nor there. That is just a sign to me that you might feel like you don't have enough of what you need, but Archangel Metatron is saying push through at this time, particularly if you're concerned about finances and things. Tap into those emotions and shift what isn't working for you. Drink as much water as you can and release, release, release. All right, fair enough. So I'm going to use these ones here now. So what have we got? Hidden knowledge, Akashic records, silent understanding. Wow, look at this card. So what did the other cards say? Hidden path, the marriage of spirit and matter. Hidden knowledge, it's come up twice, all right? It's right there. Now, Archangel Metatron is an angelic being that is associated with the Akasha, and I'm not surprised it has come up on this card, Akashic records, silent understanding. You might need to go and do some Akashic record stuff at this time. Even just listen to some music that's for the Akashic record. That will help bring in an alignment, because you're going through an ascension. If you don't have time to go and have an Akashic record reading done, or you can't, you know, sort of focus and settle into listening to one of those and doing a meditation with that, at least listen to some music. He's saying you need to wear purple, put purple around you, purple pillowcases, purple clothing, purple food, you know, maybe put a bit of purple in your hair if you can, for example, all right? And then we've got death and rebirth, darkness to light. Wow. You are highly protected at this time. He's saying don't worry about what's going on around you. He's with you, okay? That's him and his twin right there. Sandalphon and Metatron are with you. Death and rebirth, darkness to light. And this is what's happening. You're having a spiritual ascension. And then we've got, shamanic journey, purpose, attunement, and vision quest. Wow. So again, the moon is right here in the background. You really need to tap into the moon energy at this time. Regardless of where the moon is in its cycle, you need to use that space to create emotional harmony for yourself, and don't be hard on yourself. You might need to do a shamanic journey. Usually when things like this come up, I mean, I have a shamanic background, as you guys know. It's not surreal that this has popped up. You obviously need to be working on that. Purpose and attunement, there you go. You are having an ascension. I did say if you can't do an Akashic record channeled messages, for example, per se, you can listen to music that's associated with that, because it'll help you vibe to that vibration, which is an attunement, okay? Now, I say to everybody about the Akasha, it is actually not a form of divination, okay? It has got to do with the past and the immediate present. It can't give you information about the future. That's not what the Akashic record or the Akasha is about, all right? So can I have, I've got a different deck here. We've got, hang on a minute. I want some jumpers. Okay. Celia, Celia, it's the Six of Cups. It says, God who stirs all men. Motivation lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. Wow. So I did say before, there could be a level of exposure going on around you. You might feel exposed in your life somehow. This is a clear message that you are covered. Holy shit, I think there's somebody at my door. Wow, that was fucking insane. I'm so sorry about that. I actually just had a parcel arrive to the door. Wow. This is it. Okay, holy crap. All right, so as I was saying, Archangel Metatron is here to let you know that this is a clear message. You are getting what you need in this point in your journey. Don't worry about other people around you. Don't worry about putting yourself down and beating yourself up in ways that you don't need to. You are highly protected at the moment. This card is for motivation and lifts up those who are fallen and feel humiliated. You mightn't feel humiliated, but you might feel that you don't have a voice. And I said that from the beginning. Can I have another one of these, please? Poel. And it says, it's the Two of Pentacles, God who supports the universe, fortune and fame fulfills any request. Wow. So what you're praying for and what you're wishing for is happening. And this is what Archangel Metatron wants you to know. Don't worry about the red tape. Don't worry about the contracts or bullshit like the contract card come up. Don't worry about the mundane things, as I said. Focus on your ascension. Focus on what you've got to do spiritually at this time, because your needs are getting met. You need to rise above and ascend and attune to a release of the other things around you. Okay, now I'm just going to pull out two of these cards here. These are beautiful, this deck. Look at this. They're just fabulous. What are they? The Crystal Mandala activation cards. Okay, we've got activation there as well. We've got attunement and we've got ascension going on. So all the wording, all the industry wording is coming up as it should. Okay, can I have two of these, please, Archangel Metatron? Yep, thank you. First card. Oh, you're joking me. Look, out of this entire pile, look what card came out, Archangel Metatron. This is the picture. And the card says, Archangel Metatron and Clear Quartz Power. I embrace the opportunity to explore a healthy relationship to personal power. This supports my spiritual journey to fulfill my destiny for the benefit of all beings. I choose to express my power in a way that is respectful, merciful, and kind towards myself and others. I utilize my growing power to awaken my boldness and confidence. I recognize the inevitability of my divine fulfillment. Far out. How insane's that? Can I just have one more of those, please? That's so beautiful how Archangel Metatron card came out. I think there's like 40 cards or something here. Let me check the box. Sorry, guys. Oh, it doesn't say it. Oh, it probably does, but I'm not looking in the right spot. All right. Can I just have one more? This one keeps popping up. Malachite. Oh, and this says, Archangel Raphael and Malachite for the grace for the grand gesture. I am open to the empowerment of spirit that provides me with the wisdom, courage, and consciousness to recognize the actions required to honor my soul. With boldness and confidence, I act on my intuitive knowing. I am connected and surrendered to the highest guidance available to me. I take steps of faith in the wisdom that guides and inspires my actions. I trust in the higher timing of my every leap of faith. Even the smaller steps taken in trust demonstrate confidence in my journey and the loving guidance of the universe, and thus attracts spiritual blessings. Well, holy shit, right? Because what did I say here? It says here, fortune and fame fulfills any request. I just said that. Don't worry about what's going on in your everyday living if things aren't how they should be, or they could be better, you know, from others around you or what have you. Really just focus on your spiritual growth. Your needs are getting met. Wow. And your final card for this entire pile is reflection, and it says illusion, self-examination, and distortion, right? And this is exactly what you're stepping out of, the distortion. There might be distortion going in your everyday 3D world, but you're ascending here. You're slowly heading up to the 6D energy at this time, and that is beautiful. Okay, so illusion, self-examination, and distortion. Don't worry about what's going on around you. Focus on your emotional offset to do with your spiritual growth and your ascension. Hit the water. You know, Google normal Ascension symptoms, you might be tired, you might be achy, you might be sore, you could be anything, okay? There's multiple different things. If you're craving certain food at this time, eat it, all right? Much love. Blessed are the witches. Okay, pile 2, the Chariot, Archangel Metatron. What do we got here? It says, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. Oh, wow, this feels insane. The last pile was about ascension. This pile I actually think is about your growth or what you've been working on in your 3D world and your higher self. This is just my guess. This is the energy I feel. So let's see what happens, okay? So we're going to use these 3 cards first, and then we'll do the other ones later, all right? So let's see what we've got here. First card, 10 of Air, the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. Oh, wow, look at the unicorns. If you have a connection or an association with unicorn, now is the time to do some unicorn activation, to listen to some music that's associated with unicorn, to really tap into that unicorny energy, whether it's doing a meditation to have contact with unicorn and things. Archangel Metatron is saying he's guiding you at this time to get you to where you need to be. You've got the Chariot coming on around you, okay? There's movement in your life, regardless of how big or small the steps are. There is genuine movement. Now, it does say on here recovering from an addiction, but that mightn't be so. If that doesn't hold resonant to you in any way, shape or form, just disregard it. It could be recovery from an illness, recovery from a bad relationship, recovery from lack of work. You might be stepping back into some finances and things like that again. So it's just recovery from whatever you've been going through, okay? The next one says, 10 of Earth, a very happy family life, so financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. Wow, this is beautiful. Yeah. I'll read it again. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. Excellent. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. And we've got here, Knight of Earth, loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. Yeah, Archangel Metatron is your guardian angel at this time. He will help you. He's right here with me, and he is saying that for all of you that are lacking a certain energy associated with motivation, ask him for guidance, ask him for support. He will give you what you need, but you can't expect him just to do it and then you not follow through on your end. You know what I mean? You've got to meet him in the middle. So let me just channel here. Archangel Metatron, what is it that we want to say today to these beautiful people? He's saying there is growth going on here. Okay, he is saying that people have worked hard for what you've been aiming for. That could be buying a car, that could be moving house, that could be trying to settle into a relationship with others around you, that could just be settling into a relationship in yourself. You might have put your foot down the last couple of months or this year and gone, no. The energy with this pile is about the seeds that people have planted over the last 6 or 7 months. So pretty much from the end of last year, sort of coming up into January, February this year, the things that you've worked on, you've achieved, you've aspired for, that you've hoped and you've wished and you've manifested, and you've done all your law of attraction and your law of energy exchange and all that shit. This is what's coming forward. Look at this cornucopia. And we've got indecision. We've got patience. Can I just shuffle here and have a couple more, please? Woo. Angel of Balance. Wow. Okay, so just let me channel. I've got 2 more in my hand for after this, okay? So Archangel Metatron is saying, cornucopia, again, everything you've worked on is coming. It's very soon. It's coming. It's already in your peripheral spirit vision. It's already in your auric field. You might feel different. You might feel like there's some change in the air because of how hard you've worked. And you mightn't be working hard in your job. You might be working hard on your spirit self, on your emotions, on how you treat people and how you let people treat you. Whatever it is to you that you're really pushing forward, you might be doing a number of different things. It is right here, cornucopia. Archangel Metatron is nesting over your wealth of whatever that is. Could be money, could be a multitude of different things for each individual at the time. The indecision, he is saying now is not the time to be decisive. Your at that crossroads in yourself. Don't think because you haven't seen specific results yet that you should give up and walk away. He is saying, please don't do that. You don't need to. He is with you. He's supporting you at this time, and to have patience. I'm getting told that some people have had little snippets of what's coming for them, little pockets of energy, and they're going, oh yes, it's about to hit, and then it doesn't hit at that time. It's because it's coming in waves. He's saying, be patient, you're getting rewarded, you've got your cornucopia, okay? And then the other one was Angel of Balance, and that's what the indecision card is about. He's saying to remain balanced within yourself. Don't let your thoughts outrun your heart, and vice versa. Just really focus on the hard work and the effort you've put in. You could be in a new relationship that you've really manifested and put a lot of love and energy into. Now is the time to just remain balanced and go, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. It's not quite how I need it yet, or how it should be. If it's not a relationship, it could be anything. Either way, it's not exactly as it should be yet, but it's coming. It's almost too good to be true. And he's saying, truth is stranger than fiction. And the other two we've got is 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. Yeah, so there's some healing going on here. So you might need to do some Archangel Raphael like music sessions. You might need to listen to little meditations or something to do with Archangel Raphael, and really asking for a clear message on how you can help yourself at this time while he is helping you. And the last card for that particular deck we've got out is hostilities. And yeah, Archangel Metatron saying, remain balanced. Don't worry about the indecision. Have the patience. Don't be in a battle with yourself. This is about being in battle with yourself. Don't know why I've spent all this time and energy doing such and such, and I haven't seen anything come from that. He's saying that's ridiculous, it's preposterous, and not to worry about it. Now is the time to actually, step into that how you need it. It's coming. Everything's coming for you. He wants people to know that he's really happy with how well people have worked on themselves. We've got lost love, surrender, healing, and release. This couldn't be, may not be, or can't be necessarily about romance for every single person on the planet. It could be a love for yourself. It could be a loss of love for yourself. You could have been depressed. You could be not eating properly. You could just feel like you've grown and had that spiritual and physical growth in your own world, and you just feel like you're sort of settling into that new version of yourself, and you might be feeling a little bit uncomfortable about it at this time. Don't worry about it. Don't stress, because you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And he's showing me, he's being a bit humorous. He's right beside me, behind me with a big sign, and it's saying, right here, right now. And there's flashing lights and an arrow, okay? So what he's saying is you're exactly where you're supposed to be, but you do need to have some release. Again, ask Archangel Metatron and Archangel Raphael together in combination how you can help heal yourself. There's green all through here, and blues. Make sure you communicate. And we've got eternal love, happiness, harmony, and fulfillment. Wow. There's like DNA codes here, okay? So you might feel it in your blood, you might feel like, whoa, there's a big shift, there's a change. And I said that earlier, you might feel like something different's going on around you and you're not sure what it is. So let's see what we got here. Flame tree, the start of something new. Woo! And I just said that everything you've worked on for the last however many months is actually happening right now, even though you can't see it, or you can see it in small increments. Don't stress. And we've got apprehension, moving into the world, doubt and fear. Wow. Again, that's like that woman laying down with the self-love. And we've got a hidden gift, sadness, an ending, and a new beginning. Yeah. Okay. This is a bit of a repeat message here. We've got the last few cards that are mentioning sadness and endings and new beginnings. They're all saying the exact same thing. Tap into that space. Say goodbye and let go of things that aren't serving you in this life, because everything you've worked hard for is hitting. It's right here. Like, hello, it is right here. Don't stress, okay? Make peace with yourself. If people aren't happy for your growth, don't worry about them. You've worked very hard to get to where you are at this time, okay? And we've got healing, reconnecting with your true nature. Boom. Again, the healing cards come up. There's a lot of trees that have come up through these cards today. You might need to go and snuggle down with a tree, hug a tree, go find a branch that's down on the ground already and bring it into your house and put it in a pot or on a bench or on a table or something for a while. One more of these, please. And Gaia, wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual understanding. Yep. And there's a lot of blues and greens again. So you do need to be working on your throat chakra and your heart space, and work with Archangel Michael even, as well as Metatron and Raphael. That's really crazy. Don't worry about This is the thing, I find that people really feel sometimes that when they have a change in their life, that they have to actually grieve it. And if that's how you are as an individual and you do need to grieve change, regardless of it being good or bad, now's the time to relinquish that, to remove it, to let it go and go, yes, I've done that level of grief work. I can step into my true self now, my spiritual understanding, okay? And we've got touching earth, planting something new. Yeah, everything you touch will turn to gold. There's your cornucopia. You've got a lot of angels in your space, in your energy at this time. Spirit is really, really trying to help you. And Archangel Metatron's saying, for this particular pile, he has been sending you subtle messages in weird ways. You might see a lot of butterflies. You might be finding feathers in random places. You might see different birds in the sky that you wouldn't normally see at this time of year. You know, you could think you see a big eagle up in the sky or something and then look again and it's kind of not there. It was there, just in spirit, right? There's lots of messages coming forward from him. And it says brilliant beliefs, luminous life force and personal power. Absolutely. How fantastic is this card? This is where you are right now. You are luminous and you are the life force. You are exactly where you need to be. Pull on your personal power. Grieve what you need to grieve. Make peace with things because everything you've worked for is fucking here. Ring-a-ding-ding. This is exciting. And we've got clarity, planning, release, and releasing illusion. Wow. So if you're seeking clarity, this is it. It's right here up in your grill. We've got clarity right here. We've got some solar plexus colors going on here, and the other pile had solar plexus come up as well. Okay. The clarity you've wanted, this is it. This is your clarity. Kiss things goodbye that don't serve you anymore. Okay. Really walk away from things that aren't where you need to be in your life. All right, got a couple of more cards to go. This is quite nice. There's not an overbearing sort of in-depth messages about this particular pile, but there is clear messages about releasing and letting go. Okay, so what have we got here? Izaleli, I don't know. Ezael, I'm going to say Ezael, whatever. And it's the Page of Pentacles. It says God sung above all, loyalty and alliance, friendship and reconciliation, allegrance. All right, alliance. Loyalty and alliance, friendship and reconciliation. Wow, you're probably going to be tapping into your friends that really get into the spirit realm or get into meditation or anything to do with that type of the industry or that part of the world where it could be massage, it could be Reiki, it could be crystals, it could be doTERRA, it could be whatever you're into, oils, making hemp butter, you know, like balms and things like that. Whatever it is, there's loyalty coming on here. You're about to have some new friends come into your life, or your friendships are actually going to hit the next level. It's Nananiao or Nana or Naniao or Naniao, whatever, 10 of Wands. God humiliating the proud. Ooh, spiritual communication influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. Wow. So remain humble. If people are around you are giving you a hard time and being dickheads, this is what Spirit's saying. Don't worry about them. They will bring them back down to reality. They're going to have a 3D upheaval, not in a negative way, but they're gonna, you know, they're going to be put back into the position where they belong, trying to be too big for their boots, for example. Spiritual communication, I just said, you might be stepping into some new friendships to do with those things, or the other ones you have are going to increase and get better. Influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. So whatever that means to you is something. I'm getting told to pull one more of those. What do we got here? Merbiel, 8 of Swords, God, Protector and Saviour, truth and justice, protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. Wow. So you are highly protected at this time. I did say that before. You have a lot of angels around you in your space, okay? So this little deck here is ridiculous. I love it. It's called the Crystal Mandala, okay? Alana Fairchild. And this is what they look like. They're just nuts, and there's messages on the back. So let's see. Can I have 2 of these for this particular pile, please, Archangel Metatron? He's saying you need to get some outdoor time. We've got Angel, Amethyst, and Blue Obsidian, Revelation. This is your card. Whoa. And it says, I am I open my heart to the truth. I am willing to see clearly with courage and peace in my heart. I am strong enough to be flexible and accommodate new information and higher perspectives. I trust in the perfect love and wisdom that dwell within my heart. I am capable of growth. I joyfully rely on the higher divine timing that governs the unfolding of my healing journey and my life path. Clarity and peace awaken within me now. Wow. Wow. Okay. There's your clarity. Holy shit. Can I get one more, please? Just one. We've got, wow, it's rose quartz. Angel, Belial, and rose quartz. Heart healing. My beautiful heart is worthy of love and radiant with kindness, generosity, and healing grace. My heart has an unlimited capacity for wisdom, forgiveness, and for unconditional love that brings freedom and renewal. I respectfully listen to my heart. I trust that my true heart's desires are divinely inspired, guided, and protected so they can manifest in the world according to higher wisdom and grace. I allow my heart to guide my way. Wow. You might need to pull out some blue obsidian if you've got it, and some rose quartz. So the final message for your overall reading is rising above. Clarity, freedom, and solution. Wow. Look at this card. You really need to work on your throat chakra. I said just a little bit earlier that the throat chakra isn't just about speech in a form of communication. It's about different creative outlets. It's about how you announce yourself to the world. And creativity through the throat chakra can be writing a book, journaling, drawing, singing, things like that, okay? So clarity and freedom we've got on this card. Freedom is right there, the word freedom. We've got freedom on here. We've got clarity on here. We've got clarity on here. So you couldn't probably need much more clarity than this, okay? You are rising above. Don't worry about the mundane bullshit going on around you, all right? Blessed be, blessed are the witches. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll be back in a few days. I'm not too sure what video I'll be doing next, but I will be doing something, obviously. I didn't do channeled messages for the month of Virgo at this time because I had been really quite well. As you guys know, I'd had pneumonia and stuff, and I just wasn't in the right health space to do it. So thank you for your patience. Much love.